Find a comfortable place to sit and relax where you can meditate and be undisturbed for about 20 minutes. So take 3 deep breaths and start counting backwards from 10 to 0 in your mind. Visualize a cord running from the bottom of your spine straight down into the center of the earth. And you're going to continue to visualize dropping this cord from the base of your spine all the way down until you feel a slight pulling sensation. It's very, very slight, and it will be around your hip area. You'll feel just a little bit of a tug, and you can relax into it. And then take all the things on your mind, any fear, doubt, worry, stress, anxiety. Let those things run down your spine and straight down that grounding cord. As you do this, feel your body relax. Your shoulders relax. Your spine relax. Your hips relax. The muscles around your face, your eyes, your mouth, your ears, everything relax. Let the earth pull all of those stressors down and out. Feel them leave your body along with any tension. And once you are relaxed and grounded, you're then going to envision a cord of energy coming straight from the top of your head and reaching up and out straight into the cosmos. And you'll just keep sending that cord up until you reach what I call the sweet spot. It's full of light, it's full of love, and it can hook in and attach to this loving, relaxing, light energy. And you just keep sending that cord up until you feel that sweet spot. And once you're connected, you will visualize and feel love and light energy pouring down that cord into the top of your head and just filling and flowing down your body all the way to your feet. And you should feel even more relaxed. And just let that light and that love energy fill you up. And now that you are grounded and connected, I want you to focus your energy into your heart center in the middle of your chest. And just feel into the energy there. and feel that you are fully supported by that grounding energy, and you are fully loved from that light energy above. And feel your heart space open. Now, visualize yourself surrounded in a ball of white light. You can see it, sense it, and feel it. You are surrounded in love and protection and divine support. And you can relax even more into this space. From this space, I want you to focus on what it is you truly desire. What is it that you really want for your life? What is it that you need right now? And as you focus on this, you will probably feel and sense, and your brain will start to come up with all the blocks in the way, all the reasons why you can't have, do, or be what it is that you want and desire. The excuses will come up. The fear will come up. If there's any worry or anxiety, that will also come up. So what we want to do at this point is just imagine what it would be like to be free from every excuse, to be free from every block, to be free from everything that is binding you or holding you back. So, what would it feel like to not have to worry about money? If you had all the money you needed and money was no issue, what could you do? How would you feel? If you had time freedom, if there were no demands or responsibilities on your time, and you had all the time in the day and all the time in the world to do, be, or have, what would that feel like? And feel into that energy. And any kind of excuse or anything that your brain, your mind comes up with, free yourself now from it. Just say, okay, brain, thank you. I understand, but right now I am feeling what it would feel like to be free from those reasons and excuses. And sit with that. What comes up for you? What could you do? What could you accomplish? What possibilities are waiting in this space for you when you're free of time, you're free of money, You're free of responsibilities. And now feel into, and just imagine, what would it feel like to be free of all judgments? If you didn't have to worry about what people thought, if you didn't have to worry about the actions and people and events from your past, from your present, or your future, if you were free to just be who you truly are, to be free to express your full being of who and what you desire to be, what would that feel like? Who would you be? What would you do? There's no boundaries. There are no excuses. There's no judgments. Remove the chains you have put yourself in now. Visualize yourself undoing the chains around you and stepping free from them. And the chains represent all the things you feel are holding you back. And just feel into and see yourself free. What do you feel? What are you doing? How are you expressing? You can do anything. No judgments, no excuses, no limits, no chains. Sit with this freedom and play with it. Play with this freedom space and continue to reject anything that the mind comes up with. It's just another chain. Any excuse the brain can come up with, just say, okay, thank you, and free yourself again. Step away and out of those limits. And in this space, what are you doing? Who are you? Where's your true joy? Use this energy and this space and sit with it as often and as long as you can. And see if you feel new inspirations, new motivations, new paths ahead of you, more options, more possibilities to be free. Play in this space as long as you can. And when you're done, bless the divine and thank them, and ask the divine to help clear the path forward into this freedom energy that you are in right now. And know it is done. And give gratitude for this space. And when you're done, connect back to your grounding cord and send that energy back down. Feel yourself ground again and come back into your body while still holding on to that energy of I'm free. I'm free. I highly recommend going into this space and tapping into this energy as often as you can. Daily, weekly, and just see what comes from it. If you get new ideas, if you see new possibilities. And as always, I highly recommend that you journal the feelings, the inspirations, the thoughts, the ideas that come up for you while in your free space. Because it does not matter what reason or excuse comes up for you. You give yourself permission to put those down and step away. And all you're doing is allowing yourself to feel. If you had no more excuses, if you didn't have to carry all that around with you anymore, what would that feel like? That's the goal. Live in that freedom space. What could you do? Who would you be? How would you express? How would you play? What would you be doing? Where would you live? What would your work look like? Would it be inspired, creative, helpful? This is the no excuse zone. There is nothing holding you back. This is the energy you want to live in. And the more you return to this energetic space and place, the more it will start to show up in your reality. And the longer you sit in this space and play in this space, the divine will gift you with the action, the steps to take in order to bring it into reality. So when you're done, ground into your body, into your mind, into your spirit, and into your emotions. This feeling of freedom. So drop that grounding cord and root it into the earth. And relax energy. Ground it in so that it can become real. And I give infinite love and gratitude. Okay, so don't forget, get your journals out, make some notes, write about whatever's coming up for you. And again, the first time you do this, or maybe it'll take the 10th time that you do it, but at some point, the divine will give you the action steps to take. Your part at that point is to take the action. Okay, so then you have a to-do list in front of you. And then it's your job to start checking off that to-do list. And I would like to share with all of you who have taken the time to take this little journey with me that doing this meditation and really feeling into it and really letting go of every single fear, every single worry, every single excuse, and just feeling into that energy is exactly how the Witch Source was created. It started by me going into that space. And I go into it as often as I can. Sometimes daily, sometimes weekly. But it's the space that I go into where I can just say, if I could do anything, if I could be who I truly am with no fear, no judgments, no worries, no excuses, who would I be? What would I be doing? And that is how the Witch Source was created. And the actions that I took to start and create the Witch Source all came through during that type of meditation, because I saw myself creating our website. I saw myself going live and doing the readings every day. I saw myself putting information together and sharing the information that I have used myself and gathered over time, over 15, 20 years, and presenting it in a way that is received and heard and understood to where it can be useful and helpful. Because I do want to live and be authentically who I am, and I want what I do to reflect that all the time. So I do hope that you find this meditation and that playful, freedom space and meditation very helpful to you. And the more that you work in that space, and the more you get into the practice of turning off the excuses and turning off the fear and turning off the worry and the anxiety, the stronger you become and the freer you become. So I hope that you have all found this helpful. If you have comments, questions, suggestions, please reach out. You can always email us at thewitchsource@gmail.com. Or, of course, you can always reach out to us on Facebook. Just look for The Witch Source. But I really hope that you guys can really get into that space and play with it. So you can listen to this guided meditation as often as you need to, but the real goal is to be able to do that process on your own and eventually drop this meditation audio piece altogether and be able to take yourself through that process so you can play and work and heal and shift the energy within yourself and around all those excuses and boundaries for yourself. And you can play in that space as long as you want to. Now, if it takes you a while to get there and you keep coming back to the meditation, that's perfectly fine. This is, of course, a non-judgmental zone. So if you just decide you'd rather listen to it forever, you can do that. Or if you want to save a clip up until we get to the freedom place, and then you turn it off and let your mind just play in that space, that's great. That's great too, because you can work in this space as long as you need to. And then you can actually do active meditation where you are in this meditative freedom space and you hold that vibration and you hold that meditation while still being awake and doing your journaling and interact with this. So you can almost look at it as once you get experienced with it and really familiar with it, you can almost look at this as a future you that's in this freedom space that you can talk to and ask questions and interact with. And that might help give you some different perspective and feedback as well when you're looking at facing different challenges or areas in your life that you're wanting to make adjustments or move through, is seeing the you that's already on the other side and in the all good. Now, I do like to have everybody constantly affirm, I'm in my all good right now. But if that's hard for you, or you come up with some resistance, you can use this meditative space to help remove some of those blocks and resistance, but also to see a future you that's already there that you can interact with. And maybe get a sense of calm and relief, knowing it's already done. You're already there. You've already made it. You're already doing exactly what you're meant to be doing. You're already who you really are, and maybe are afraid to share the real you with the world. You've already done it in this space. You're already there, and it's good, and it's happy, and it's freeing. So I hope that is helpful to you. Per the usual, if you watch us on the lives, I am kind of rambling again, but I just want to make sure that you guys get so much value out of this and can really use it to your advantage and give you examples of how you can use this space in different ways to really get the biggest benefit. So please be sure to, of course, like and follow us on Facebook, Instagram, subscribe on YouTube. We really appreciate that. Join us on the Facebook group. You can find that on the Facebook page. We'd love to have you there. And of course, you are always free to ask questions about this podcast or really anything in the group, and we'll be more than happy to help you and assist and answer your questions. And of course, there's lots of good things to discover on thewitchsource.com, and I am so diligently working to get more and more information out there to you guys on the website. So I really want it to be a true source for you. So please be patient with me as I work as quickly as I can to get out as much as I can, as quickly as I can. So thank you all for joining me. I would love to hear your feedback. If you join me on the live after listening to this, please let me know what you think. I would love some suggestions as well if you guys want some different types of meditations, or if you want me to do a standalone or maybe have some better suggestions for this freedom meditation. I would be happy to take those and listen to them and do one where maybe I don't have so much talking and I just take you right through and then leave you with the space to just be. So no ending to it. Just make sure you're always grounding and coming back in and grounding your newfound freedom and energy into reality. All right, you guys, that's it for me. Again, I'm Whitney with The Witch Source, and thank you for joining me. I hope everybody has a magical week and a magical day. Enjoy.